seen him back on the field. Say it weekly, all of the time. Going to say it more here, I'm sure. But two-time Pro Bowler, four-time All-Pro safety Justin Simmons. I miss it. It's good to see you. I have enjoyed watching you break stuff down on Broncos X's and O's, though, with Benny Fowler. What has that been like?
That's been fun. That's been fun. It's even more fun because the team is playing lights out right now. And that's fun covering them with my friend Benny. Played with him 1 year, so it's been good.
Yeah, I mean, Broncos doing pretty well. What's your big takeaway from them as they look here? We can take a look at the AFC playoff picture. What makes them so fun in your eyes? Maybe that you didn't expect going into week one of this season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think the biggest thing with Denver is the way that they're closing out in the fourth quarter. I think you can't replace experience, and I think that there's Baltimore, Buffalo, obviously Kansas City. These types of teams have had experience in the playoffs. Denver just went last year, played in Buffalo. But I think these fourth quarter comebacks that they're having is just instilling more and more confidence into them. And I think that that's really fun to watch as a Denver fan.
So you're trying to sell me that these fourth quarter or overtime situations are a good thing?
I don't know if I'm selling you. If I remember correctly, I think you've been a big Denver.
I am.
Okay. So
but I want to live a long life.
That's fair.
I don't want to have a heart attack. I'd like my blood pressure to be in a normal range. I also think it must be exhausting for them to have these things happen in the fourth quarter all the time. Does it not take a toll? Is this like the good outweighs the bad kind of thing? They can win a Super Bowl like this with this fourth quarter overtime nonsense?
Why not? Best defense in the league. Bo Nix always finds a way in the final drive with the offense to get things going. Sean is a master at drawing up plays at a specific time on offense. And so why not Denver?
They had to play 90 snaps on Monday night, this defense.
They did.
Tell me what that would feel like getting back into the locker room or even on Monday. What does that what must that feel like for them?
Yeah, that's tough, especially coming off a bye week. You're so dominant for however many weeks in a row. And, you come back, you play Washington in Washington. Some people are looking at the record. Washington just a year ago was in the NFC Championship game. There's a bunch of different things that are going on there. And 90 snaps is a lot. And obviously we didn't see the Denver defense that we're used to seeing, but I just think it's off the bye. They're playing a good Washington team at home. It's a big game, on Sunday night. I think they're going to be fine the rest of the season.
I loved seeing those 90 snaps. I didn't love for any of the guys that I love in that locker room, but I did, I was thinking just SURTAIN walks right back and it's like, oh, I'm back, and 90 snaps off the go, and he played every single freaking one. And he was out there, and it's like, welcome back to the Broncos defense. You mentioned Washington. You said they're a good Washington team. That's not what the world is saying. I mean, the Broncos haven't played anybody. There's a lot of nitpicking right now, which happens when you're a great team with a great record in a tough division. There's this lesser opponents narrative. People are calling it fraudulent, right? Every time the Broncos start 10-2, they've made the Super Bowl, which I love, of course, but people think that they didn't beat good teams. What is your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, you could say that about any team, right? The Patriots play the Jets twice a year. They're playing Miami twice a year. You can just go down the list of every good team that you think is a good team in the NFL and find a way to put bad teams in that category. I think Denver is capitalizing on the teams that they're supposed to beat, right? Like we're talking about Dallas. You're talking about Dallas earlier in your segment. A must-win game at Detroit tonight, and Denver handled Dallas at home easily. And some would say right now that Dallas is hot. I know Skip Bayless would say that. So there's just a bunch of different things that go on with that, in my opinion. I think Denver is a really good team, and they're handling business the way that they need to.
I'm asking you all these vague questions. I'm annoying myself while I'm doing it. You do literally do X's and O's for the Broncos. I mentioned SURTAIN. He's back, played every snap. Can you tell me from your deep tape analysis what he looked like?
Deep tape analysis. I think he looked like he was just getting back in rhythm, right? I think he had a couple of great PBUs. There's a couple plays there that I think he would love to have back, right? There's a touchdown to Terry, maybe a couple other passes in there, but I think Pat is still playing at a really, really, really high level. I think sometimes it gets overlooked because quarterbacks don't throw his way, and that's just been part of his MO since he's been in the league. And I think that's overshadowed with guys that are stepping up, like Nick Benito, Hufanga, J-Mac is playing really well at the nickel position. And I think there's so many other players there. They're doing great too.
Nick Benito is such a stud and still like somehow not talked about in all of that. Mariota targeted him 11 times in coverage, which is absolutely crazy. I want to keep this like analysis going, and let's go to the offense here. Bo had this Mahomes-esque touchdown. I'd like you to tell me the degree of difficulty on this throw to Cortland.
No, it's insane. I think, I mean, the wherewithal of the pocket pressure, right? Escaping up front, feeling the defenders around you, knowing that you have a receiver and just like trusting that you can make a play. And I think like these plays right here is the epitome of what Bo can do for this team. Like, of course, you can sit back, you do the check downs, you can make the safe play. But if you can make plays like this, like we've seen Mahomes make, Josh Allen make, Jalen Hurts make, I mean, there's so many quarterbacks you can name. I think just Denver just keeps growing and growing and growing. And it's really cool to see that Bo has taken that leap just in year 2.
How much more improv do you want to see? Like, to me, I'm like, more, please, more. Hit the button, hit the improv button. Mahomes it up, more. What's like the right, what do you want to see?
Yeah, I think it's all part of Sean's scheme, right? I think there's setting up plays so that come time fourth quarter, you know these plays are going to hit. But also at the same time, right, it's also letting, and Sean said in his pressers, it's also letting Bo play the game. Like, they've won in the fourth quarter. I would like to think, just as a fan watching the game, I'd like to think they've been winning because it's been like 2-minute offense. It's like, okay, on the ball, snap it. We're running basic route concepts. The defense is giving us basic coverages, and I'm able to 1, 2, 3 run, or one throw, 2 check down, whatever it is. I think that's the success that they've been having in the fourth quarter. And I agree. From a fan's sake, I would just love to see more of that because that's where Bo is excelling. But I also understand from what's going to help us win the football game from a team mindset.
So do we need to go more up-tempo-ish? Is that what we're saying?
I think so. I'm not Sean Payton, though. I think he's calling it great. I think so, though. That's my opinion. Not every time, just to mix it up.
Yeah. Okay. Their division rival, who they crushed or crushing, I mean, the Chiefs, they need wins, my friend. They need wins. They are like 1-6 in one-score games, which is weird and opposite of last year. The defense struggled in crunch time. Why does this unit have trouble making plays when it matters most?
It's a great question. I just think, if anything, I think it speaks to their excellence in years prior. Like, we're now seeing that it's not just Mahomes is stepping on the field and they're going to make every play that comes their way and win games. I think we're so accustomed to that. It's almost like the LeBron or the Jokic effect, right? It's like we're so used to seeing dominance that like dominance isn't enough anymore. And what's happening? And I think that's what's going on a little bit with KC. Like, we're just not seeing them dominate the way that they're used to dominating, and they're just not making the plays that they're used to making, and it's costing them football games. So it's tough. I don't know if I could put one singular thing onto why they're not making the plays that they're not. At the end of the day, the teams that they're playing against are making them.
I was with Tyron on Monday. I was at Arrowhead. I was talking to him, and he's been this like lighthouse of like, they've got Pat, they can still do it. They've got Andy. And then I was, he really was more realistic on Monday, saying like, let's talk about the future. Let's get them a running back. He was out on, I don't know if out isn't the word, because you're saying there's always a chance, but without saying there's always a chance because of Patrick or whatever, is there any reason to think that they can make it, or is this just not their year in your opinion?
No, absolutely. They absolutely can make it. They have Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce. The defense is still playing at a high level.
Yeah, but they've had them all season, pretty much. Yeah, outside of the wide receivers a little bit. Like, they've had Patrick every week. They've had Andy every week. So, like, at what point does this change? How much confidence do you have?
Listen, I'm not a KC fan at all. I hope they lose every single game moving forward. That would be the goal. But it's just, I have no reason not to believe that they're not going to make it. I think, they've been in the AFC championship game since Mahomes has been a starter in the NFL. Like, so I would put my money on them making it. But I hope that doesn't happen. I hope Denver makes it and that they go all the way.
Mahomes doesn't like you either. Chiefs don't like you either.
That's okay. Sometimes it's not meant to be.
It's your thing. What is it, 6 picks?
6, so I've been told.
So
6 picks.
I've told you a million. It's like a little tattoo that walks around with you, which is amazing. And they've got the Texans. That defense is no joke. I don't know how that's going to go.
Yeah, that's a tough one to pick. Houston's won, what now, 5 or 6 straight? They just beat Indy at home. Indy's on the decline a little bit. Yeah, it's tough. At Arrowhead.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I had to pick, and this is not solely because I don't like the Chiefs. They've just been on the downside.
Justin.
I might go with Houston.
I'm putting my feet up here. Let's get to business.
Oh, okay.
What is your relationship with the Texans? Hide my lips.
What's my relationship with the Texans?
Let's just get to it here. We're dancing around. Jalen Reed, he's hurt. We don't have to zoom in on I don't know what we're doing here. I just wanted to kick my feet up.
Get her a UGG sponsor.
I'll say it. I do need an UGG sponsorship. What's your relationship with Caserio? The fans want you. They've listen. Tyron was talking about going back to the Texans. It has not happened as of this yet. I'd like to see them make a Super Bowl run. Could you be the safety that ahead of Sunday Night Football? What a cute little thing. Caserio, Justin Simmons, line 1, come down here and play and pick off Mahomes under the bright lights of Collinsworth and Tirico.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I think it would be game-changing to play for DeMeco. I've heard nothing but great things. I've talked to Kareem all the time, Kareem Jackson. Obviously, his last legit year of playing, I know he was on Buffalo's practice squad a year ago, but before that, he was with Houston, and he was just like, man, you would love it there. The way that DeMeco has things going, the defense is flying around. It's simple. You can play fast. That would be a dream, right, to be able to go play with Houston. Right now, there's not much talk, but that could change now that they're back in the mix and hoping to make a run. So we'll see.
How do you know how to pick off Mahomes?
Yeah, everyone asks that, and I say the same thing every single time.
Well, now you got a team that might be watching, trying to get you to get him. So I'm just trying to revisit.
Yeah, no doubt. To Jalen Petrie, to Kalen Bullock, Stingley needs no help. He's top notch at going to go get the football. I would just say Mahomes is so aggressive, and I think we've seen that. I don't know the stat, but I think he would be top 3 in most dropped interceptions, and that's not like saying he's a bad quarterback, obviously, in any way. I just think he's so aggressive and he trusts his players that if you're just around the football and you just catch the ball, you're going to get an interception. And I think that there's no hidden formula. I said that to a few guys that were prepping to play Kansas City this year. They were asking, hey, give me a tip. And I'm like, I wish I could give you something profound. When he does a 3-step, it's 90% to the right, whatever it is. But it's not that. It's just he's so aggressive. He's going to make a play. He's going to try to make a play, and you can get an interception.
Is there a safety you've really loved watching this year?
There's a few. I got to shout out my guy for the same draft class, Kevin Byard. 6 interceptions in year 10.
He's awesome.
It has to be. With Chicago, a lot of people are writing him off. Unreal what Chicago's doing in general, but also what he's doing with Chicago. I got to shout out him. I've really enjoyed watching. I just said it a little bit ago. Kalen Bullock with Houston. I think he's been playing lights out. And then I trained with him, so I got to give him a big shout out just real quick. Ty Okada with Seattle has been playing unreal football. Seattle's defense in general has been playing unreal, but him specifically, he's been making play after play every single week, and that's really cool to see. So shout out to my guy, Ty.
When you're talking about making plays week in, week out, we have Marcus Jones on the show after this. And not the same position, of course. He plays corner, punt returner. He's crushing. But you're a guy who made plays, will make Nick Caserio. Nick Caserio's going to kill me. You make plays every week. It's not, is it streakiness? Is it feeling it? I think we have, Marcus Jones is going to be joining the show here in a second. But it's like every week, and not all of a sudden, he's always had the talent. Something's working. What do you make of him? Have you watched him at all? this year, even like last week, and I'm sure we have some footage we can show you. What do you make of Marcus Jones?
Yeah, I think you said it. You hit it on the head. Playmaker, right? Like right there with the PBU. I think in the return game, like obviously, I would imagine most people watched that game on Monday night. I mean, the return for a touchdown is just like it's like a nail in the coffin to the other team. Like when you're able to have a playmaker on the field to do things like that, it changes the dynamic of the game. And the fact that he's able to find the ball on defense too, PBUs, interceptions. We saw the one with the Bengals. Like those types of plays they're game-changing plays. They're not just momentum shifters. They're game-changing plays. And so having a guy like Marcus, I've been a fan for a while, and he's been a dynamic player. There's a few guys that I know at New England, and so that guy's an unreal player. And
he can play on offense. We were trying to this morning and yesterday. Every week, me and like Hamilton are texting about him. I can't figure out the comp for Marcus Jones. It's giving Travis Hunter, but that's going the wrong way. It doesn't feel right. Is there a comp for this gentleman that I'm sure is watching or listening? Or Marcus, do you want to get in on this? Hey, Marcus, good to see you.
What's his comp?
What's up? How you guys doing?
Two playmakers. I'll just let you guys hang. But we need to come up with a good. Is there just no comp for you, Marcus?
I feel as though it's just like it's a no comp for me. It's hard because when you're a defensive guy playing offense and then also doing special teams and everything, it's like you don't really know who to comp with, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, but I can't think of one, which we love. Okay, Mr. Simmons, love your pod. Loved hanging out with you. I'm sure are you buying the Patriots?
I am. They're a great team, and it's not just because Marcus Jones is sitting on the other side of the screen right now and listening in. I'm obviously always going to root for my guys in Denver, but the Patriots are playing really good ball. Mike Vrabel's a BC guy. I've always supported him from day one. Harold Landry's a BC guy. He's on the team.
Oh gosh, yeah.
There's a lot to love with New England. So they're in the mix.
And maybe the Texans will play them, and you'll be on the Texans, and then I want a nice Christmas gift under my Christmas tree. Justin Simmons, we love you. You know how to make plays. You're going to get back on the field. Can't wait to see, but love everything you're doing with X's and O's as well. Great to see you. Happy holidays.
Thanks, Kay. Happy holidays. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you.